So I'm very lucky to have Therese at my side, so I said I'm just going to handball every question to her and I'll start and then you can elaborate. So Cohealth has been working with Warringa Park for about 2 years now, and actually we started working with them on another program called Girls Talk, Guys Talk, which is a sexuality and respectful relationships whole school approach that was developed by Women's Health West about a decade ago. And in 2013, Women's Health West and Cohealth looked at adapting that approach and that model to working in specialist school contexts. So we started working on that program and kind of did a bit of the formative work with the school around a needs assessment and professional development for teachers. And then the Respectful opportunity came up to join the Respectful Relationships Initiative, and Cohealth supported Warringa to successfully apply to be a lead school. So for the past 6 months, we are kind of working with them to figure out what that now looks like in the transition. And we were supporting one campus, whereas now they're going to be doing this across all of their campuses, which is fantastic. And yeah, sort of, I guess just more recently been having more concrete discussions about, where does our role now lie? So, yeah.
It was probably Cohealth and the work that we were doing with Cohealth that actually supported that, the idea to actually put in the lead for the lead school. So it was Anna who first worked with us, and she actually said to me, what do you think, why don't you put in as a lead school? So working in a specialist area, I was very passionate about bringing the voice of those students to this initiative, especially given some of the statistics around young people and children with special needs. So I think I wrote the lead school application in a day, and it was Anna that was emailing me back, add this, add that, put in the statistics. So I was very grateful for her, because people that work in schools know that they're very busy places. So to actually have the time to write those applications isn't always easy. So it was really about building on the partnership that we did have with Cohealth, and as Emma explained, my background is community. So I have worked with initially refuge referrals a long time ago. So when there was an opportunity to do some early intervention and preventative work in a school system with the help of community, I was really looking forward to that opportunity. So in terms of working with Cohealth, and what's important in terms of being in a school setting is that this initiative is very much about whole of community. So to have that community perspective is really important, especially when you're sitting in a group of teachers, leaders at a school. It's just excellent to have that broader perspective, and Cohealth has certainly been able to bring that to us. And I think the other thing that they do really well is their work around needs analysis and how they can take, I think we gave them, I'm not sure how many student surveys, and so this was both from our verbal and non-verbal students. And so there were probably, 50 to 100 surveys, and Georgia said, I'll take those away. I'll collate that data for you. And, what they've been able to bring back just in terms of that collation of data, putting that into a video format that's being able to present to students and to parents has been really valuable. So we as a school certainly don't want to lose Cohealth. And also, as our assistant principal said, is to be a critical friend also, to tell us both the positives that we're doing, but also where there may be challenges, just bringing that sort of outside objective sort of perspective too is really important.
Thanks, Therese. Yes, we'll be digging down into some examples of how your partnership formed and the work that you've been doing together. So it's a great little intro. Thank you. What about you, Ash?
Hi, everyone. So in regards to my respectful relationships work, the last few years I've been at, as Emma mentioned, at Northern Bay College in engagement and wellbeing roles. And while I was there, I'm a teacher and also career in health promotion. So when I was there, I was teaching health. I was actually using the Fight Back series from Fitzroy High as well, and the building respectful relationships teaching and learning materials that were piloted. We weren't part of the official pilot, but we were using it at Northern Bay. And I then had the opportunity, I was keeping a close eye on the Royal Commission and the recommendations, and then applied for the project lead for respectful relationships in the Barwon area, which I was lucky enough to get. And so then since January, I've taken leave from my role at Northern Bay to be supporting schools in our area. So we have 11 lead schools and 45 partner schools in 5 local government areas, including 9 Catholic and independent schools. So I've been busy supporting other schools and building capacity around the whole school approach. It's been fantastic.
Great.
Good morning. I was just thinking about how we got into be in respectful relationships, and I think really we began when the school first opened in 2004, because our vision at the time is we wanted to create a humane learning environment, and we thought, well, what does that actually mean in a contemporary sense? So we looked at all the research, and we actually built some structural elements to the school that was specifically focused on building positive relationships with students. And we're going to talk about the advisory program later if people are interested in that and how we do that. But that became a structural element to the school that was really important in having a significant adult in a school that a student would trust implicitly to support them academically, emotionally, socially, and in any other way that they wanted, and to form that relationship with their families. Also, structure is part of our curriculum in honouring student voice in what they do and how they do it. There's an element that we call Excel, where if students are really interested in getting a subject that they want to study into the curriculum, they can do that. And one of those that came up about 4 or 5 years ago now is the Feminist Collective, where they wanted to look at gender-based violence and all those sorts of issues. So it became part of the curriculum. So when the Respectful Relationship initiative came along, it was kind of a natural progression to us, because we were already looking at the Feminist Collective was one element of the curriculum, but it wasn't delivered to all students. So how could we manage that? And the students did write a curriculum resource, and it's lovely to hear that people are using it, because that was, a major effort by students and their teacher. But Respectful Relationships actually gave us another opportunity and support from the Education Department to be able to implement it in a much more, I'll use the word systematic, but it's not systematic, but in a way that is a whole school approach. So that's a bit of our story.